We are in Lake Charles, aren't we?
That's right.
I love it. I love it.
All right. We ready? Okay, we'll get started. Coach, first overall statement of the game, if you could.
Yeah, I'll talk briefly about the game and probably more about the season. And first off, Commissioner Grant and the setup and his team, and thanks to everybody at the Southland Conference, because this event, while we were here briefly, you could tell right when you walk in, first class, the marketing, the design, the commitment to student athletes, to getting the exposure. You know, our team was on SportsCenter this year 4 times for top plays. And it's not uncommon for Southland players, especially on Monday where we play those Monday night games, that we're consistently seen in a national and even global light. And this all goes back to our administration at the Southland having a firm understanding and making a commitment to modernizing, to digital media, to taking the conference and elevating it at every level. So first off, thanks to everybody who's working on behalf of the Southland to run this event. In regards to the game, you know, we got out rebounded 45-21. I probably don't need to say anything else other than that. You know, these guys are warriors. They battled. It's not their fault that we're missing 6'9" Ajani Lee and 6'10" Val Catt and 6'6" Damari Williams and 6'5" Ivan Reynolds, and then Trent Johnson gets injured in the game too. So it's not their fault. It wasn't designed like this. We didn't just make a decision to recruit all small guys, but these guys battled and worked. And you know, you saw the commitment Corpus made to just pounding it inside all game long. I mean, they made a commitment that they were going to run their motion offense and just post sit all night long. And even if they would miss, they would have us push so far underneath the basket. And with our injuries and lack of size, it would be a problem for us. Now, credit to these guys. They still, I mean, we had a chance to, down the stretch, I mean, obviously a bad 4 minutes to end the first half, but even getting back into it in the second half and having a chance to cut this to one possession late in the game. And so I'm proud of these guys and what they mean to the program.
Is there any kind of update you can give us on Trent?
Rolled ankle. He's going to have to get x-rays on it. He just had last time we played Corpus, he had a grade 1 MCL sprain, so he missed 2 games after that. It's the story of our season. You know, we talk about the guys, the first 4 I listed, Ajani, Val, Damari, and Ivan. They've been out for almost all season. Some have been out since the season. I mean, we're talking ACL tears and bulging discs in backs. But then you also have to overcome the lineup in and out, because there's 2 ways to deal with injuries. One is, okay, let's move forward with a new roster because we've had some devastating injuries. We've had the long-term injuries. Then we've also had the short-term injuries where the lineup changes every night. So it's really been unfair to these guys. But, again, it just shows their character to be able to help us battle and fight every single night. And Bryson gets first-team All-League, and deservingly so. But I think this guy right to my right over here deserves every piece of that award as well. And we had a very dynamic backcourt with these two and Elijah in it. And these guys made a commitment to come here and be the best they could. And they did it without NIL money, and they've showed their worth, and we're very proud of them.
For each player, if y'all could answer this, just, you know, the season obviously, it's elevated from what HCU has been in the past. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but for the first time in school history, y'all won at Stephen F. Austin. Y'all swept Stephen F. Austin, is that correct?
Yes, we did.
Okay, so let's talk about the season in general first.
It was just an amazing season with my brothers. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, Coach Doty, the coaching staff, like, I just can't ask for anything better. And I thank God for the people that he placed in my life, because this is one of the best seasons I ever had. I mean, through the ups and downs, I'll still take it and just keep going with it no matter what.
The season's been amazing. Like Bryson said, this group of guys is real special. I think everybody's down to earth. We don't have any bad guys, bad apples on the team, and just being able to go out there and play with them, it's like you don't even see the downs. Like you don't even notice the downs, just because you're with a group of guys you're so tightly knit with, that it just made everything feel like, even when we was down, it just still felt like nothing was wrong. And I'm blessed and grateful for the opportunity to play with these guys. I'm blessed and grateful for Houston Christian and Coach Doty for really giving me an opportunity at the Division I level to, you know, do my thing, and I'm going to just miss these guys.
Coach, just, like, they're obviously emotional. Just talk about you personally, what both players mean
I mean, we talk to everybody during the recruiting process with a vision of what we think they can be. And the players have to earn everything. We stat everything in practice, and they have to earn it. It's as simple as that. And these two guys earned every bit of it. Now, our vision was, when Julian was our last guy signed, we need a guy that could get buckets. And he averaged 5 per game at Georgia State. But in junior college, he averaged 20 a game. And we had watched enough film to say that he was going to be able to be an effective player in the Southland, or at least we believe so. And he came in and he took on the role, and he earned it. And he's grateful to me for it. But I put it right back on him and say, look in the mirror, man, this is what you earned and what you helped lead us to. And Bryson had no offers out of junior college until we came in, and we was almost done. One other school jumped in. He took one flight late. We thought we were going to lose him, but we didn't. I'm glad he came here. I think he's happy he did as well. And, Bryson, we always knew the upside. I mean, you can see his body in terms of explosiveness and what he's able to do. This is a new era of basketball, with NIL and this and that. I mean, I think both these guys are mid-major plus players. They deserve to be paid the way that other athletes are in NIL. We currently don't have a collective, and we're standing on the side of amateurism. We are enhancing what we can do, but, we have guys that need to come back to our program next year because it's the right fit for them. We have some guys that may need to move on to a level that they can get on the floor more. And then we have these two who, in my opinion, should test the market and see what they can get, because it would help us even more if Bryson can go and tap into what the new era of college basketball is, and the same with Julian. So, Julian gets a year back with the whole junior college, the Pavia rule, and so he gets a year back, and Bryson still has another year to go. He might get a year back after that as well. So these guys have a lot of decisions to make, and we'll be sitting down with them. If they want to come back, they're welcome. We'd love to have them back. But we understand the era that we're in. But I think the biggest thing about these two and our whole roster is, we inherited a team that was 6-23 the year prior, and we doubled the wins to 12. The conference record, they won 4 conference games last year. We won 9. We more than doubled that. But there were 12 games we had to lead under 10 minutes in. 12 games that we lost. And it's just, from a coach that I've been very fortunate to coach good players and have a lot of success, it just burnt at my soul. When you take over rebuilds, you have to try to change the culture and what's going on. Now, we have a bunch of new guys, and the guys bought into it, and they wanted to win too. It just came down to a size deal with us a lot of the time. And but I don't think anybody should hang their head. It was a great step for us in the right direction. And as we can stack a couple recruiting classes, and remember, this team pretty darn good, 2015, 2016, 2017. They made a CBI, they made a CIT. And obviously the NAI days where they were making the national tournament 10 straight years. And then back in 83, 84, 84, 85, one of the 2 years, Gene Iba led them to an NCAA big dance. So there's history in the program, and we want to continue to tap into those alum and the people that really care. And one thing when you take over a program, you come to realize real quickly, if there's a care factor for men's basketball at your school, and it's immediate. The history and tradition at HBU/HCU is vast, and it's been so much fun meeting new people and expanding this. And our administration, even though we're still not going to lean on the side of NIL, we're still finding in moving forward in a direction where we're finding creative ways to be competitive in a market where kids can live off campus and get cost of attendance and get different things. So we can continue to retain guys we need to. We can bring in top-notch talent, and we can keep competing here. So hopefully you guys see us more than just one round in the future.
Coach, you kind of touched on it there. You inherited a program that needed a lot of help, and this was a step in the right direction. Just talk about the future for HCU and how big this year was for you guys.
Yeah, it was big. It was painful, but it was big. It was painful because if you conservatively win 7 of those 12, lost 7 or 8 of those 12 games, we had to lead under 10 minutes. This team's a 20-12 team on the season. Okay, so it's painful, right? It's really painful, especially when you have huge expectations and you believe in your guys. But if you take a step away from it, sometimes you need to get reminded. My wife is great. She was a college athlete. She played multiple sports in college, and she kind of keeps me grounded a little bit. She says, you just need to relax. And while we coached hard, we coached aggressive, we held our guys accountable, there's a great sense of pride in our guys knowing that they moved they moved it off the goal line, okay? And we're getting it to, we got to keep pushing this thing more towards the 50-yard line. and we're not going to do it on one big play, okay, if you like the football analogy, okay? We're going to keep pushing. We got to get it past the 50-yard line next year towards the red zone, and then we're looking to kick it in. So it's all hands on deck. It's the coaching staff, it's the student athletes, it's the administration, it's the alum. Everybody's pushing forward for this to be the best setup it is. And there's a lot of advantages at a private Christian school like HCU. You know, we wear Christian right on our chests, on our uniforms, and we wear it proudly. And it's been awesome having guys. You guys in the media, you guys all know Stephen Key. He was SID back in the 90s while coaching, and now he's still SID. And he gets to office, or he offices. I get the pleasure of him officing just a door down. And I get to learn more and more about the history of this program every single day because he's been a part of it for 30-plus years. And it's special. We're happy to be here. We're happy to continue to work to elevate it. And the best thing about being next to Stephen Key is he's a Braves fan, and I've been a Braves fan my whole life. So we talk about Profar is going to be good, and Acuna's coming back, and we're going to have a great team. So
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
thank you, guys.